Welcome to downtown Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jamie. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. To Butler. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage. down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Dragic.
I'm here.
To Waiters. Butler.
Double. I'm hillside. I got you. Come on.
Fine to shoot. To Waiters. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nothing going here on that drive.
What's that cutter? What's the cut? Shots up.
That's no good. Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Got him.
That is great vision to set it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
He'd have the basketball. Dragic. Nice pass to set things up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rondo with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Beyond the arc for 3. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Dragic to Butler. Screen coming. Whistle blows, intentional foul.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
Come get it.
Butler
Double.
to Dragic.
There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here. I'm in.
Butler for 2. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Into the front court comes Rondo. They trail by 2. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic against Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Anthony Davis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Curling inside. Dragic. Short jumper. Won't fall. Anthony Davis. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Anthony Davis. Snatching it out of the air. Butler.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Dragic with it. 10-6 our score. To Butler. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lakers ball.
Pick up.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Calls out a...
Let's bring fire to substitutions. Stepping in Here we go.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Who gonna do this? Gotta come through.
Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Dion Waiters at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Los Angeles, they have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
We couldn't have done it without your support.
Burke with it. Now down 6. To Butler. Navigating through traffic. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. JaVale McGee gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Miami with the basketball. Butler. Probing the defense. Can't miss those.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And the basket good at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Butler to bring it up. Down 12. Down. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Burke with it. Down a dozen. To Butler. Doesn't have it. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Trey Burke, defended by Cousins. JaVale McGee swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Slams it down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Burke with it. 14-point deficit. Screen coming. To Butler. It was right there. And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
DeMarcus Cousins pins it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Waiters. JaVale McGee rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cruises inside for two.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Butler to Randolph. And the Lakers have the rebound. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Here we go. I got him.
They work it to Randolph, down low. The big fella, Zach Randolph. Missed his first. That one goes.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Pass stolen by Miami.
I got him. Here we go.
Randolph. Trey Burke. Missed it.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Lakers at the controls right now. Quinn Cook guarded by Myers Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Dion Waiters. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You knew he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Butler into the front court. Down a bundle. They'll get it down to Leonard. Goaltending's called. Count the bucket. Time to shuffle things up. Los Angeles has the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Whoops, that won't go. Burke with it. His guys down big.
Double.
To Waiters. Short jumper stays out. Anthony Davis with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Has a look. Offensive slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Burke with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Waiters. Trey Burke, defended by Quinn Cook. To Waiters. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Waiters forced that one off the mark on the three.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Curling inside, stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
It's the Heat with the possession. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. The first quarter's complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Kyle Kuzma. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And gets both to drop at the line. Miami's got it.
That's me. I got ball.
Dragic in a matchup with Boogie. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive.
I'm here.
To Dragic.
Oh, yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. Kyle Kuzma able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I like that.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The screen sets him up for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lays it up and in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Butler. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Udonis Haslem, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Lakers ball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Bradley. They get it to Kuzma down low. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
James Johnson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
He'd have the basketball.
I got him.
Dragic. JaVale McGee. Tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Defense, let's go. I got your help here.
JaVale McGee to Bradley.
Oh yeah, let's go. Shot him. Yep.
Fires the 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense. Working the outside. To Dragic. Lets it fly from long range. Rondo clears the rebound. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dragic. Here comes the screen.
Here I come.
Rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Dragic.
Pick it up. Trap. Give me hit. Good rebound, baby. Good rebound. I got ball.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
It's the Heat with the possession.
I got him. I got ball.
Dragic. Sizing up the defense. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Danny Green.
Trap this. Come on, we got it.
To Danny Green. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The assist from number 13, Bam Adebayo.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Los Angeles, they have it. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Dragic. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Rondo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Deep 2 there, won't go. Dragic. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Dragic. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Here's a chance from long range. Working. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. The big fella, Zach Randolph. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Cousins. Davis. Count the basket inside.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Miami with the basketball, and they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Butler to Dragic.
You got him.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Missed a wide open look.
Double.
And finishes strong.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Butler to bring it up. His guys down big.
We got your help.
To Dragic. The drive right to the basket. Anthony Davis swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Danny Green. Screen coming. Anthony Davis. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Waiters. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Dragic with it. Down a bundle. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
It's the Heat with the possession.
This is all me. Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Butler
I'm here.
to Waiters.
Let's go. Rotate.
To Dragic. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Dragic. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. To Dragic. DeMarcus Cousins pins it. That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 0, Myers Leonard.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Let's go. Pick him up.
Waiters to Butler. It goes down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lakers at the controls right now. They go down to Davis. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Match up.
Butler to Waiters. Almost unlucky bounce. Down low to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
To Danny Green. Davis, deep right corner. From long range, off the iron, slams it home on the putback. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hold on.
Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Go. I got him. Don't let him split.
Waiters, defended by Cousins. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They score plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Dragic with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Butler down low for Leonard. Passed it off. Anthony Davis rejects it. Can't connect from inside. Los Angeles has the basketball. Probing the defense. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Waiters. Rises for the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Jimmy Butler with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Dragic into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Big finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Miami's got it. Dragic to Butler. Great looking vision. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Down low for Davis. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Butler. To Dragic. Great feed. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Butler. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Waiters. Butler. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lakers ball. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. New blood coming in for both sides. Beyond the arc for three. The Heat have the rebound. To Butler. Dragic. They'll go to Butler. Down low. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Rondo with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. He'd have the basketball. Dragic. They'll go to Butler. Down low. And look out.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The Heat secure the rebound. Dragic to Waiters. Down low Randolph. DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pass to Cousins. Down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Randolph. Waiters. Butler. And it's Davis for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Dragic with it. His guys down big. To Butler. Runner here won't go down. To Cousins. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Dragic to Butler.
Forget it, double.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Trap this, come on,
Nothing going here on that drive. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Randolph. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
He hits.
Oh, yeah, he's a recommended crowd.
Butler into the front court. Down a bundle.
There you go. Watch
To Dragic.
right here.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Danny Green. And scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic to Waiters. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys hold a commanding lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Waiters.
Make it tough on him.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Dion Waiters. He's got 2 shots. coming. Shooting 66% in this contest. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers at the controls right now. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Burke with it. He'll run the offense.
I got you. I got you.
To Waiters.
I got him. Here we go. I'm ready.
And scores. Strong take.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Had a chance, but it's no good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Shut up.
Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Miami with the basketball. To Waiters.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy.
Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Burke shot off the mark. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
2 minutes remaining.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Avery Bradley. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Waiters.
Let him out. Let him out.
Surveys the floor. Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Waiters. Trying to cash in. And the Lakers with the rebound. Fires the 3, and he knocks it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Missed the foul shot. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Jimmy Butler into the game for
Dragic to Butler. Has a chance, gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Dragic with the basketball. His guys down big. Won't go. And a backcourt violation. Butler. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they have...
All right, let's do this.
Substitutions, Miami. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 15.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he missed the free throw. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Count it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Here we go. I got him.
Miami's got it.
Here we go. We got him. We got him. Come on, come on. Trap, trap, trap.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 16, James Johnson.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And the Lakers clear. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Oh, emphatic slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Burke with it. Down a bundle.
Hey, watch this screen left.
They'll get it down. Down to Leonard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Cousins. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. He'd have the basketball. Trey Burke, defended by Quinn Cook. To Waiters. Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from long range. Rebounded by the Heat.
Underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Count the bucket for 2.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Shot from the lane won't go. Pass stolen by Miami.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Goes to the left side. Waiters. Cousins has the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. For 3, off the mark. No good. To Waiters. Going to launch beyond the arc, and the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma.
Shoot it!
From long range. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
And a throwdown.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. He connects. Not the guy you think would beat you. From 18 feet, at the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.